Everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at the factor and remainder theorem. Now the factor theorem, when x minus a is a factor of a polynomial f of x, then f of a is equal to 0. So we see an example here. It says show that x minus 1 is a factor of s cubed plus s squared plus x plus 1. Now solution, let x be plus 1 equal to 0. So that's value, let x plus 1 be equal to 0. If plus 1 crosses over the equal sign, we get x to be equal to minus 1. Now if we substitute the value into the polynomial, that means s cubed plus s squared plus 1, substitute minus 1 into for x, you notice that we are going to get 0. So the only way a particular expression is a factor of a polynomial is that when you substitute the value of x into that polynomial, it must be equal to 0. Okay. Now this is another method to do that. It's called the long division method, but actually quite long, like the name implies. Okay, so here we are going to be dividing x plus 1. In the long division, you're going to have your s cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1 now divided by x plus 1. So you follow through here. So you're going to divide x in x cubed. It should be the first term here, dividing the first term here. And x in s cubed is x squared. That's how we got this x squared. So x squared will multiply this and will multiply this, multiplies everything there. So x squared times x will give us s cubed. S squared times 1 will give us x squared. Then we subtract. In long division, you subtract. Okay, so s cubed minus s cubed is 0. X squared minus this x squared is also 0. So we are left with just x plus 1. That's why we brought it down here. And so you can continue your division. X now dividing x is going to give us 1. That's how we got this one here. So 1 times x gives us x, and 1 times 1 gives us 1. So we subtract. After subtracting, we are going to get 0, which is the remainder. Okay, so that's the principle for long division. I want to just bring us back a little. You know, back then in primary school, when you are asked to divide 2 in 7, 2 divided 7 cannot go, but the highest number it can go is 3. So we say 3 times 2, which is 6, then 7 minus 6, which is 1. So 1 is the remainder after 7 divides 2. That's exactly what we achieved with this long division. Okay, so now let's see an example here. It says, for what value of m is x minus 2 a factor of 2x cubed minus mx squared minus 4? Okay, so if x minus 2 is a factor of this, then we can say let x minus 2 be 0, which means x is equal to 2. Now, if we substitute the value of x to be 2 in this very equation, so this is what we are given. If you substitute the value of x for 2, we are going to get this. And solving it, and it must be equal to 0. Why is it equal to 0? Because we are told that it is a factor. Okay, so 2 times 2 cubed is 16. 2 squared here is 4m minus 4m. Then we have our minus 4 here equal to 0. So 16 minus 4 is 12 and equal to 4m. So you have 16 minus 4 minus 4m is equal to 0. Okay, 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 minus 4m is 0. So that means 4m now is equal to 12. So that's how we got m to be 4. Okay, I believe that is clear. Now we get to the next, which is the remainder theorem. Now, in the remainder theorem, when x minus a divides a polynomial function, the remainder is fa. So when you divide a polynomial by x minus a, the remainder is the same thing as fa. That's amazing. Look at this example here. It says, what is the remainder when x squared minus 3x squared, x raised to power 4, minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 is divided by x plus 2? What is the remainder? Okay, so we take x plus 2. Let x plus 2 to be 0. That means x is equal to minus 2 if 2 crosses the equal sign. Then we substitute minus 2 for x in this very equation. and that's exactly what we have here, and we got minus 5. So that means the remainder when x raised to the power 4 minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 is divided by x plus 2 is minus 5. Okay, now we look at the long division method. Okay, that's exactly what we have here. We are dividing using a long division method, and we are meant to get the same answer. Okay, so we say x now in x4 will give us s cubed. Now the s cubed now multiplied by x plus 2 is going to give us x raised to the power 4 plus 2s cubed. Then we subtract. Okay, now if you notice here, from this there is no s cubed, there is no coefficient of s cubed that can add with this 2s cubed, so we just bring it down there. It's taking minus because of this minus. Remember, you're subtracting, so minus 2s cubed. Then the rest of these are brought down. That's minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. Okay, so we continue our division. X here can still go in 2x cubed. So, and if x go in 2s cubed, we are going to get 2s squared, which is what we have here. So 2s squared times x will give us minus 2s cubed. Then minus 2s squared times 2 will give us minus 4x squared. Then you subtract again. And remember, this minus, this your subtraction sign, affects everything here. So minus 2s squared plus 2s, minus 2s cubed plus 2s cubed is 0. Then this minus minus here is plus 4x squared. So minus 3s squared plus 4s squared is x squared. Then we can bring these ones down, which is plus 4x minus x. Division is also still possible here because your x here can still divide x squared. So x squared in x and s squared is x. So this x now times x plus 2 is going to give us x squared plus 2x. Then we subtract as usual. So x squared minus x squared is 0. Now 4x minus 2x is 2x. Then minus 1 can be brought down. Division is still possible because x can still divide 2x here to give us 2. So there should be a plus 2 here. Sorry. There should be a plus 2 here. And 2 times x will give us 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. So after subtracting, 2x minus 2x is 0. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Okay, that is using the long division method to achieve that. Now, I want to help us here to do that again. So we go back, we have x4 minus 3x. We have x4 minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1. Okay, now divided by x plus 2. So x here in x4 is x cubed. S cubed times x is x4. S cubed now times 2 is plus 2x cubed. Then here we subtract. Now in subtracting, x4 minus x4 is 0. This minus sign here with this plus is minus, so that gives us minus 2x cubed. There's nothing above it that can add up. Then you bring down your plus 4x minus 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, now we go to the next question here. We have that the expression gx squared plus hx minus 2 has h plus 2 as a factor. Okay, x plus 2 is a factor. So when the expression is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 6. So find the value of g and h. Okay, let's start with x plus 2. If we equate x plus 2 to be 0, it means that x is equal to minus 2. Okay, now if we substitute minus 2 into that equation, we are going to get g into minus 2 squared plus h into minus 2, then minus 2 equal to 0. Equal to 0 because we are told is a factor. So if we open this now, we are going to get 4g minus 2h equal to 2, which if we divide through by 2, we are going to be getting 2g minus h equal to 1. We can call that equation 1 because we have two unknowns. We don't know g, we also don't know h. Okay, so we have equation 1. 2g minus h equal to 1. Please, you can write that somewhere. Now, we continue with x minus 1. We have x minus 1. Let x minus 1 be 0. So it means that x now is equal to 1. If we substitute that there, we are going to get g into 1 squared plus h into 1, then minus 2 equal to 6. Why 6? We are told that the remainder is 6 when it divides by x minus 1. So this is going to be g plus h equal to 6 plus 2. If minus 2 crosses the equal sign, it's going to give us 8. So we have g plus h is equal to 8. So we call this equation 2. You can write that down. Now we can solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. Now equation 1 is that 2g minus h is equal to 1. But equation 2 is that g plus h is equal to 8. And the only way to go about this, I think h is common here. We can add both equations to eliminate 8. We are going to get 3g, 2g plus g is 3g, equal to 1 plus 8 here is 9. Okay, so that means that my g is equal to 3. My g equal to 3. Okay, I can get h from equation 2. Now, since g plus h is equal to 8 and my g is 3, it means that my h is definitely equal to 5. So my g is 3 and my h is equal to 5. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are yet to. And if you have any question, you can drop it below the comment box and I will respond to you accordingly. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.